Paul Manafort's lawyers are targeting a meeting Justice Department prosecutors had with 4 Associated Press reporters last year in their latest argument to defend President Donald Trump's former campaign manager against multiple federal charges into Russia's role in the 2016 election. His legal team is arguing the meeting on April 11, 2017, which was off the record, was a possible conduit for improper leaks to the press about the investigation which resulted in 2 criminal cases against Manafort, Politico reported. To boost their case, they filed in federal court Friday 2 memos written by FBI agents who attended the meeting and documented their version of it. Manafort's legal team claims the memos confirm the reporters were given inside information about the investigation in violation of Justice Department policies and, perhaps, legal prohibitions on what can be disclosed out a grand jury investigation. The meeting raises serious concerns about whether a violation of grand jury secrecy occurred, Manafort's lawyers wrote in their filing. Now, based on the FBI's own notes of the meeting, it is beyond question that a hearing is warranted. Manafort has been charged under Mueller's probe and has pleaded not guilty in both cases. He's scheduled for trial in Washington, D.C. in September and in Alexandria, Virginia, in July on felony counts that include conspiracy, bank and tax fraud, money laundering and failing to register as a lobbyist in his work before 2014 on behalf of Ukraine's pro-Russian president at the time, Viktor Yanukovych. He formally registered as a lobbyist for the Ukraine in June 2017, after his work for that country was revealed. One of the FBI memos indicates the AP did get some information at the meeting, a vague assurance that they appeared to have a good understanding of Manafort's business dealings, one memo says, according to Politico. However, the memos indicate the bulk of the information exchanged at the meeting was from the AP reporters who gave the FBI a bevy of facts the news organization uncovered during its inquiries into Manafort's work and finances. The meeting took place a day before the AP published a story saying that Manafort received at least some payments ascribed to him or his companies in a so-called black ledger of off-the-books spending by Yanukovych. Share this article. Share reporters sometimes give government agencies a heads-up on forthcoming stories that could significantly affect an investigation, but the details in the FBI memos show the AP provided numerous details to the Justice Department about their investigation. Many of those details appeared to have been in public already, but some seem unreported, like a claim that Manafort sent an internal White House document to people he was working with in Ukraine. One of memos also says the purpose of the meeting was for the FBI to obtain documents from the AP reporters, although it's unclear any documents were shown or changed hands, Politico reports. The memos also show that one of the AP journalists gave the FBI an unusual detail about a storage unit in Alexandria, Virginia, that Manafort used to keep records of his worldwide business dealings. Both memos say the AP revealed the code number to access the unit, although one memo says the reporters declined to share the number or location of the locker. One of the memos is dated about 3 weeks after the meeting, and the other is dated a full month later. The FBI agent who wrote one of the memos, Jeff Eifer, testified last week that the tip from the AP may have led to discovery of the locker, although he said there was a possibility he had heard about this storage site before the April 2017 meeting. The FBI later found a Manafort aide who led them to the spot where Manafort's records were stored. After looking in with the aide, the FBI got a search warrant and seized many of the records. One journalism expert said he was surprised by the AP sharing the code with the FBI, but he cautioned that the FBI's accounts are only their perspective on the meeting. "I'm surprised by the access code notation. That does seem rather unorthodox if the FBI memo is accurate in stating or implying that the AP reporters volunteered that information," University of Maryland journalism professor Mark Feldstein told Politico. Generally speaking, skepticism is warranted when it comes to self-reporting by both the FBI and news outlets about their interactions. Neither side is supposed to share confidential information with the other, but in fact each often does, perhaps to seek corroboration, perhaps to get other confidential information back in exchange, or perhaps to spur on the other side's investigation. An AP spokeswoman did not respond to Politico's requests for comment, but said last month that the organization's goal in the meeting was to gather news. Associated Press journalists met with representatives from the Department of Justice in an effort to get information on stories they were reporting, as reporters do, spokeswoman Lauren Easton said. During the course of the meeting, they asked DoJ representatives about a storage locker belonging to Paul Manafort, without sharing its name or location. A spokesman for Mueller's office declined to comment to Politico on Sunday on the 2017 meeting or the new court filings.